Here's a good one, Zane, I said a few seconds later. I placed the grinning dummy in Zane's arms. His name is Slappy. I think you two will be very happy together. I hope Zane has fun learning to be a ventriloquist. But I have the feeling that he may have a few problems, because as Zane carried Slappy into the car, I saw the dummy wink at me. What's up? Another Goosebumps book review, and I'm really excited to do this one. It's my favorite Slappy book and my favorite Goosebumps book, Night of the Living Dummy 3. The third book in the Living Dummy saga, and the 40th book in the original 62 Goosebumps series, books that is. When dummies speak, everybody listens. Trina Odell's dad used to have a ventriloquist act. That's why he has all those dummies in the attic. He calls it his dummy museum. There's a dummy with freckles, and one with a sneer, called Rocky. Trina and her brother Dan think the dummies are pretty cool. But now there are voices in the attic, and dummies keep showing up in the strangest places. No way those dummies could be alive. Right? You're wrong. So anyway, this story is about a girl named Amy. No, it's Trina Odell, whose father used to have a ventriloquist act. He has all his dummies in the attic, calling it his dummy museum, as I read here. And lucky dummy number 13 is Slappy. But Dad gives him the name Smiley because of his smile. Yeah, that looks like a pretty big smile to me. But yeah, I read the book. I really love it. It is for a reason my favorite Slappy book, and my favorite Goosebumps book. That is very great. So eventually, these two have a cousin called Zane, who is very athletic and a photographer, but is also a huge wuss. Trina and Dan just love scaring the shit out of him. But this time, Zane is back for revenge. For the first time, not technically the first, but in this one, a lot of bad things that happen at first are actually stunts or pranks pulled by Zane. It isn't long before the kids find the piece of paper that is always in Slappy's pocket, read the magic words, and he's alive. But Slappy was more aggressive here, to be honest. Slapping Trina, breaking Zane's expensive camera, flipping the dinner table. Yeah, that is a lot. And he introduces himself to the kids that they must obey him, that they are his slaves, and etc., etc., etc. This book is just like other Slappy books, but Slappy is more pissed off here than he usually is, to say the least. And yeah, it is definitely a great book. In my opinion, let me see. A whopping 500 out of 10. Definitely. Much like how the Goosebumps #1 Aussie fan, Night of the Living Dummy 2 is his favorite. And he gave that book exactly this kind of rating, 500 out of 10. I just like him with this one. But yeah, a lot of crazy stuff happens. I mean, they managed to get rid of Slappy by throwing him in a well, but Rocky releases him back. And they tried to bring Slappy to sleep by reading the magic words backwards, but that doesn't work. He's still alive. And then there's a crazy and weird ending about other dummies just doing something to Slappy, like trying to pull him apart, but he hasn't been killed. At the end of the book, as I read, Trina gives Trina gives Zane Slappy, and the dummy winks at her. So I know Zane's gonna have some trouble with Slappy, for all that can be said. But yeah, it is definitely a great Goosebumps book. In my opinion, the best of the Dummy series. It is also my favorite Goosebumps episode. This is the only reissued Goosebumps book I have. But I do like this one. It is heavily inspired by the original cover. Definitely a great book, and definitely a fantastic episode. Viewer beware, you're in for a scare. So yeah, but I also have the Werewolf of Fever Swamp, but in German. I'll translate that. I will review that one as well, but not for today. See you soon.